Here's some breaking news. They are shutting down Trump's fair. They're shutting it down. Donald Trump, we know, is paying attention to this thing very intensely. And now he's going to have to deal with the fact that this thing is such a huge loss for them. He's obviously failed. And I mean, look at these photos. This was literally... I mean, come on. It's so sad. So to the people, I guess to the 12 people who showed up to this awful event, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to come in. Now, the reason why they're shutting it down is because of intense heat. Here's Fox News delivering the sad, sad news.
All right, we'll see you then.
All right.
Thanks, Barbara.
And by the way, we're tracking a little bit of breaking news out of Washington right now at the Great American State Fair. They are closing it for the time being. We're just getting word of this. Due to the heat, Mark Meredith is there. What's going on, Mark?
We're going to let them keep talking about it. I just had a thought. Come on. Do you think they're closing it because of the heat? Come on. They're closing it down because Donald Trump is like, this looks so bad. There's no one there. They kept saying, hey, wait for the weekend, and there's going to be massive crowds. And you just saw. Where are the crowds? So are they closing this down because of the heat? Or are they closing this down because of lack of attendance and Donald Trump's little narcissistic ego can't handle the damage?
Hey, Sandra, well, I can confirm the heat is absolutely a major factor here. We are just shy of 100 degrees right now with the heat index. It feels well over it. Just moments ago, they pushed everybody to the exits off the side of the National Mall. You can see one of the...
Yeah, you can see the lines pouring out.
Exits here. And I know we've been talking about crowd size all week. This has been the busiest day of the fair. We saw a few thousand people out here, especially as the flybys were going on. But now, as you can see, they're pushing everybody out. God bless you. You guys gonna get over okay?
Yeah.
Let me help you. Just, yeah, be careful getting to the exit. But they've also put up signs right here, Sandra, that show what's going on. They say the event postponed. We will reopen at 5 p.m. Now, there's always possible that they could extend those closures right here. The heat is going to continue well through sunset, but you can also hear on the loudspeaker right here, they pushed everybody to the exit. We've seen a number of VIPs, cabinet secretaries. Donald Trump Jr. was out here earlier today. A lot of people coming to check it out. As we expected, Sandra, this is going to be the heat of the event itself, but obviously these temperatures, which we've been talking about all week, are dangerous, and they wanted to make sure people could seek shelter because, as you know, on the mall, you were just here, Sandra, there is nowhere to hide from the sun unless you're in those state pavilions, and those are very cramped quarters indeed. Sandra.
Also, the pavilions don't have AC. The AC broke too. So, yeah, I guess you can't escape the heat. But something, as I said at the top, I am not so sure they're closing this shit down because of heat. They're probably closing it down because they don't like the optics. And we do know that Donald Trump literally had them delete photos because he was so upset by the way that things looked. And here's just another picture of the state fair being closed. Everyone has to everyone has to leave until at least 5 p.m. Aaron Rupar said, devastating news for the two people who were there. That's very funny. Now, this is crazy. We learned this today as we were gathering content for this story. And it turns out Washington, D.C. right now is currently hotter than 99% of the planet, with highs beaten only by the Gobi Desert, the Sahara Desert, and deserts in the Middle East. Now, as they mentioned here, I'm going to show you, Trump has said that he is going to speak tomorrow, regardless of how hot it is.
Moments in our history, 250 years, think about that. 3 days from now, we will celebrate the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. What a document that was. And this week, we look back on 250 years of glorious freedom, and we took so much time and so much effort. And by the way, on July 4th, it's going to be approximately 107 degrees out. And I'm going to go and I'm going to make a really long speech just to show that I can do anything.
As I said before, and I'll say it again, he's tempting fate. He's tempting fate. It's very like the Titanic is unsinkable. And I just want to point out that 3 other presidents died on July 4th. 3. So I wouldn't, if I were him, I wouldn't be saying all that out loud. But I suppose we'll wait and see. And I do believe the speech is like 9 o'clock. So it's not going to be the hottest it is. It's not like the speech is at like 2 p.m., right? So it won't be nearly as hot at 9 o'clock as it is in the middle of the day. And as you can see here, anti-Trump veterans were actually set to hold a rally near the U.S. Capitol as those stupid freedom celebrations were happening. Literally more people here than at the fair. And this went viral yesterday that this place is literally a death trap. Now, I'm going to show you a video in just a moment, a bit of one where it turns out that, of course, it's all about grifting. It's all about corruption. Donald Trump took over the celebration of our 250th anniversary to make money. And one of the things that happened because of that is because I actually don't think they put as much money into this as they were supposed to. And it couldn't be any clearer than the fact that the stage was literally falling apart yesterday. Literally at that height and at that speed, if that would have hit someone, they could have died. Like, that's not even an overstatement. It's so insanely dangerous. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Another nightmare is that we're learning too that Social Security cards for babies born through the rest of 2026 are going to have Trump's Freedom 2020 logo printed on them. Again, Freedom 2050 is Trump's partisan group, and it's funded by private donations from Palantir, UFC, ExxonMobil, Lockheed Martin, and Oracle. So your baby's going to have this with them for the rest of their life. How's that for you? And I'm going to get to this video in just a moment. I just want to show you this, that apparently a plan was proposed in March by Trump to replace the 200-year-old columns in the White House with more ornate columns, and they're literally doing that right now. So this man he is just hell-bent on destroying and remaking everything in his image. I guess the one thing I can impart on you of hope is that let him do it. It'll be fun tearing it down. This shit, though, you can't just tear down. Like, why? I don't understand why he's allowed to just rip up the columns of the White House. Where's Congress? This is why we're voting out so many Democrats. Because certainly there's more we could be doing to fight against all this shit. Nothing doesn't seem like a good option. There's one Democrat in Congress who's actually, I think, doing something important, which is spreading the truth of what Freedom 250 is. Here's just a taste of it. And I actually posted this on the channel earlier today where you can find it. But here's just a taste.
America's 250th birthday is being run by a shadow company you've never heard of. Freedom 250 has raised millions of dollars. It's selling access to the president, and it won't tell you who's paying or where the money goes. This is how Trump hijacked America's birthday.
Yeah, well, we have that whole video linked below. Do check it out and spread the word on it. I mean, if he's gonna be using America's birthday to make money, we should at least let as many people know as possible that corruption is happening. Okay, so I guess somewhat good news. They canceled that state fair. Donald Trump is threatening God, and at least one member of Congress is doing their job of informing the American people of what's actually happening. So I'll leave you with that. If you liked the video, hit like. If you made it to the end, leave a blue heart, and I'll see you soon. Bye.